What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Combat and Canvas YouTube channel. We have an insane one today. So,
Yeah,
before we get into it, obviously like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Click the link in our bio for our gaming channel over there. We're putting a lot of gaming content out, but we're gonna get straight into this. So tonight we have a boxing, I guess, issue, you could say, controversy
yeah,
with one Mr. Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia is set as of right now to fight Devin Haney on April 20th in Brooklyn in a big boxing main
yeah.
event. These two
A
young
fight
guys,
that I'm super excited for
yeah,
if it
interesting
actually
fight.
happened.
And that's the question we're here to ask today. Is this fight actually happening? And is Ryan Garcia okay? Because this guy has been out of his mind seemingly for the past little while. And we're going to
Yeah,
run down a little bit of timeline of events. My man Max over
yeah.
here
This
has
is
the
all off the top
timeline.
of my head because, dude, this video is hard to make because there's something news happening every single day with him, and I feel like it's an active story where something's like I feel like he's honestly needs some help because I'm honestly starting to get
Yeah,
worried where it's starting to spiral worse and worse as it goes on. So it starts out. He gets knocked out by Tank, body shot. We all saw it. He actually
yeah,
wins his next fight. Looks pretty decent. Experiments with a new little Philly shell defense. A little bit unorthodox, but he gets the win. TKO. Good work, Ryan. And then his next fight, he calls out Devin Haney. That's supposed to be the fight that's happening. And then we see him go on a jog with Floyd Mayweather. And then I feel like this is when he starts acting weird. I don't know why. But the next day, he's saying he doesn't want to fight Haney and he needs to do what's best for his career and fight Rolando Romero, Rolly Romero, a fighter that recently got gifted a belt off a horrible stoppage from the ref, where the guy that he was fighting was not hurt whatsoever, and somehow he's called it off, and now he's calling out that guy who also got knocked out by Tank. So it'd be two guys that already got knocked out by Tank fighting for a belt instead of him fighting Devin Haney, and then and then they don't make that fight happening because Rolly Romero ends up fighting Pitbull Cruz, who also lost to Tank. There's a bit of a common denominator here, but so now Ryan's back on the Haney fight. The fight is finally officially official, and then this is when things start getting out of control, where there's this press conference, and before he's posting the night before saying, "Yeah, I'm high." Meanwhile, the fight's happening in a few months. He's supposed to be training. So he's saying he's high, and then the press conference happens, and I mean, all speculation, but he seemed like he was off something, and
whole
he
team.
was threatening people in the crowd, saying, "I'm gonna beat the f out of you. Go up there," and then he was saying, he's saying he does not. People were saying that he's doing the white powder, and then he
Mm,
says, "I don't do that.
mhm.
I only
And
drink and I only smoke."
and I will say that Devin Haney said that he smelled alcohol on his breath when they
Yeah,
did the face to face.
yeah, which is not a good sign for a fighter that's supposed to be in a fight camp, but taking this seriously. So Ryan is seemingly intoxicated off something. I don't want to speculate on what, but he said it was not the white powder, and he said that he only drinks and only smokes. So maybe it was off both, but I'm like, if you're even bringing that up, I feel like that's a bad sign where you shouldn't have to
Yeah,
defend that, where no one should be accusing you of that. Like
for
it shouldn't be
sure.
that obvious. So, and then now suddenly on his social media, every night it seems to be a new episode where he's posting 20 posts, posting his new girlfriend, and then he's saying he's gonna marry this girl, and then the next day he's saying he misses his ex and he wants to go back with his ex. All the meanwhile, they're supposed to be hyping up the fight, and I don't even know. Devin Haney is telling everyone, "Don't take this guy seriously." He's all trolling, but then things start to get serious where he's posting on his Instagram, "Ryan Garcia has been killed. We slit his throat. We have his stuff." Like, what was your reaction when you saw that? Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, is this even real? I don't even know. And then
My
the
initial
next,
reaction was that he was hacked.
yeah, me too. Yeah, honestly, I'm like, someone must be just going through his stuff. And then next video, he's in a looks like some sort of facility. I don't know, but he says he doesn't have access to his phone. They're trying to take his bank cards.
Yeah.
And then the next day he's posting a bunch on Twitter saying some crazy stuff. I don't even think I can talk about it on YouTube, but go look up Ryan Garcia Twitter space today and you'll find some crazy
Yeah,
stuff that he's claiming.
I won't say exactly what he said because I don't think we're allowed to say it, but he did
Yeah.
a space with Andrew Tate where he said on that space that they, whoever they is,
Yeah.
took
They.
him into the woods, tied him up, and made him watch something that
Yeah.
I don't even say, but it's really bad that involves children. Um, so
And he also said that this happened to him as a kid too, from when he was 2 years old. And he said that it was the
yeah,
same people. So I don't even know what is going on. If that's true, obviously that's horrible. And I, it's
and then
like,
he's like saying I saw like he I don't know if his at this point I don't know if it's most recent tweet or not, but he did
yeah,
say something earlier today like if you're not on my side, then you're on the devil's side because this is true. This is like happening, and I'm
yeah.
like, what is
I
going
know. I
on?
feel like everything is so vague and like I don't even. It's like if he was more specific, I feel like it'd be more believable. Where he's like, they took me, they did
Oh,
this.
he did say on that space that he has proof of whatever happened.
Yeah.
So if you have
So
proof,
yeah,
let's see.
I know exactly. So if he has proof, I'd honestly, that's obviously a big problem if that actually happened. And I feel like the problem is with how he's been acting. I feel like he's losing credibility where people don't even know what to believe now. Where he's been saying, "I'm gonna marry this girl. I miss my ex. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fight this guy," and then it all seems to not happen.
And there was a little thing that happened over this past weekend. Jake Paul won, and then he called him during
Yeah,
the post fight press conference. Well,
yeah.
first he posted on his Twitter
A
saying,
video.
"This is
Oh
my
no, a
fault."
voice memo.
Yeah, voice memo. This is my fault that I introduced Jake to boxing. I need to end this. I need to take
All
this
while
guy
he's
out
scheduled to fight
for
Haney.
boxing. He's bad for boxing. Da, da, da. Then he calls Jake, FaceTimes him at the press conference, and they're talking trash. And Jake's like, "What are you doing? Like, are you okay? Are you high right now?" And he's like, "We need to fight. Like, I'm gonna fight you." And then he calls him again or his brother when they're recording a podcast, and then he's like saying basically the same thing. What?
I
What?
mean, I can only hope for the best for him because I'm honestly starting to get concerned where it's like does not seem like trolling. Like this seems like a serious mental health
Yeah,
breakdown where it's like I don't know if it's just literally just from all the pressure where I don't. It might not even have anything to do with drugs. It might just literally be he's had all this pressure from such a long time. Some people just aren't built for it. Where he's already had to have a mental health break when he was undefeated. What do you think happens when you get knocked out in front of millions of
yeah.
people where you're already having problems with your mental health? Now you just got knocked out. So now he's lashing out like
The
crazy. And
issue the issue here is I think if he's having a mental breakdown, of course, like you need help, get it. But
yeah,
the issue is some of the allegations that he's putting out, like the most recent ones, are very, very serious.
yeah,
So if he's really true, if this is happening now, he needs to like obviously something needs to happen for whoever did whatever. But for him to just come out of the blue, out of nowhere,
yeah,
as if it happened, like he never said when it happened. So
yeah,
as if this happened recently, and then in that case, I do think he's lying because he's just been on social media constantly.
yeah,
So, but if this was like in the past and he's been holding on to it or something, I don't know. But like clearly there's something's wrong with him. If nothing has actually happened,
yeah,
at least something's wrong with him to the point where
yeah.
he needs to get help.
Yeah, and I think another big problem is that they're still selling tickets. I mean, obviously they'll probably refund him if the fight doesn't happen, but I'm like, I
Yeah.
feel like there's no chance this fight happens with the mental states he's in now, and I'm hoping for the best. And Ryan Garcia has so much potential as a fighter, and I would hate to see him become a sad story of what if. And I just don't want to see that
Yes.
happen. And I hope that he gets some help and makes this fight happen eventually. But I don't know. I don't think it'll happen right now.
Yeah, this is basically the question here. April 20th, Haney Garcia, is it happening?
I think it
As of
can
now,
happen.
Ryan Garcia keeps saying that it's happening. He keeps
Yeah.
posting like, hey, he'll freak out, and then he'll post Fight's still happening.
Yeah, he'll be like, "Why is
Like, still
everyone
on.
freaking out?" Yeah, he'll like have tweet like 20 different things, and then
So
claim it's weird that people are asking questions about what he's saying,
we
and I
do
feel like
have to
that's
mention
normal.
then Shakur posted, "Put me in,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
put me in,
bro,
coach."
that's a much better fight, honestly, to begin with. I
So
think
we
that,
can get Shakur versus Haney,
bro, give me
maybe.
Shakur, bro. Step up, Shakur. That honestly probably be the best case scenario for everyone involved. Ryan gets to take a mental health break, decompress, figure out whatever the hell he's going through. Shakur steps in, and we get the much better fight in the first place. Honestly, that's a great solution, Brady. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So basically, I guess the question here is, obviously, it's just speculation for now, but do you think this fight is actually going to happen on April 20th?
I mean, I don't think it can. I mean, unless he's trolling, then it probably will happen. But if he's serious in any way, I feel like it should not happen, and he's gonna get hurt because he's not gonna be prepared for someone like Haney. I know there's the pillow fist allegations for Haney, but I don't think that Ryan would be able to defend himself properly if he's coming in there with this type of training camp where he's clearly not in the gym and clearly not taking it as seriously as Devin Haney is.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think that if he's truly having some sort of mental health issue, this fight can't happen. Now,
Yeah,
I will say on the flip side, if this is a troll, if this is all a troll, and he is training, and this is just a way to sell a fight, why? Why are you selling it this way? This is so weird. I guess, in fairness, we're talking about it. We're making a video on it. The whole entire
true.
world's talking about it. There's more eyes on this fight, but
To be
why
fair,
this
though,
way?
would we also be talking about it if it was just regular buildup? I feel like we would be talking
Yeah,
about it too because Ryan already showed that he's a big star with Tank, where they both were able to bring in over a million pay-per-views, which is huge in combat sports. And obviously, that was a little bit of Tank, but it was a little bit of Ryan too. So both of them are obviously huge stars. So I don't think he needs to go out of character, or if this is in character, I don't even know. That's my thing. I'm like, it's hard to tell who Ryan Garcia really is as a person, and I think that's why people are struggling to connect with him because
yeah,
one year he's this super wholesome guy, never really gets into trouble, doesn't really talk about anything too controversial at all, and then he takes a loss, and then suddenly he's drinking, smoking, talking about it. I mean, I don't really care what you do, honestly, but don't be talking about that trying to hype up a fight. Like, I don't understand how that
yeah,
hypes up a fight. And now he's just seeming like the complete opposite personality. And it just makes it hard to be like, what is the real you? I mean, one second you were seeming like a goody two shoes, and now you seem like you're off the rails saying that this was the real you the whole time. Where it's like, then where has that been? You have not been
yeah,
acting like this your whole life. I mean, if this is the real you, you've been hiding it for a while.
yeah. It's just, I hope something happens soon, like soon, soon. And I don't mean like anything bad. I just mean like if we know either A, he's trolling, or B, he's actually has an issue and he's taking a break. Because if
What's
we need to know this,
what
because
concerns
we
what
can't get
cons-
to the fight closer to the fight because either A, cancel it now and refund people, or B, put Shakur in or replace it or something. Because
yeah,
we need to know now.
need some
We're a
clarity.
month away.
Yeah, because what concerns me is all the people close to him. I think the mother of his child said that this is not trolling and that Ryan is
Yeah,
like
she did.
having a serious problem. And then Ryan's brother also came out today and said that this is not trolling and that he's not been able to really talk to Ryan and that this is serious. So it seems like I don't. It seems like it's not trolling. So that's what it gets concerning for me, where it's all fun and games until it's not. And Ryan has like, it's like I don't want to pray for anything bad, but it's like, bro, don't it's like I feel like someone needs to step in and like figure out what's going on, like you said, because we need to know. And it's getting to that point where it's like almost dangerous.
Yeah, very like I don't want to put any bad omens out there.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to say
saying.
anything bad,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
like
like we've seen in the past where some people, professional athletes, do some things and then it gets a little
out of control.
crazy, and then there's like jail or worse, death involved, and you just, yeah, you don't want that to happen. And
Bro, that's
especially for
why
the fans who want this fight to happen. Like,
it's like that's why that's why someone needs to figure out what's going on. Like seriously, get to the bottom of it. Like at this point, the top priority should be making sure Ryan Garcia is 100% okay, let
yeah.
alone okay to fight. Because I think that's out of the question.
And I also want to put, I don't want to put full blame, but I do want to put a little like something on his team. Now,
Yeah,
his team showed up at the
a
press
thousand
conference
percent.
also a little seemingly out of it as well. I don't want to speculate on anything that they were doing, just in, like, we don't know. But his team seemed also
Yeah,
possibly
little
on
twitchy,
something.
little twitchy.
Yeah, they were a little freaking out there. A little, so I don't think like the Oscar De La Hoya team, um, obviously his promoter or whatever. I
Dude,
don't think that
oh my god,
it's the best for
did you
him
see
as
the
well.
video of him after the press conference too? He was holding up a woman's bra, pretending it was a parachute, saying, "I'm parachuting back to Vegas." I'm like, bro, this guy is off something. Obviously, I'm speculating, but
I
off
did not see
something.
that.
Yeah, literally the night of the press conference. I'm like, bro, what type of team is this? I'm like, this is the least professional team. I feel like if it is a troll, this whole team needs to be like punished because, like, dude, this is not how you promote.
I mean, the whole team needs to be punished regardless because if it's also not a troll and they're all
Yeah,
showing up to a professional press conference off their ass like that,
yeah,
like what is happening?
I know,
Because
bro.
first of all, if Ryan's if he's on something, let's say something that's white, and he goes to the fight, obviously they do the drug tests, they do all that, and he gets caught, it's just gonna fuck up his career because then
Yeah,
he's gonna get suspended. He's gonna catch fines. He's gonna not be able to fight for a long while. Like,
yeah,
and
completely
Oscar
changed his
knows this.
reputation. Yeah, Oscar knows it
This,
all too well.
this is
Uh, You know what I think?
insane.
This is what I think. This all goes back. I feel like one person is probably sitting back and telling and saying "I told you so" in this whole situation, and that's Canelo Alvarez. He warned Ryan back when Ryan was still training with Canelo. Don't work with Oscar De La Hoya. He's like, I worked with him in the past, and that clearly did not work out. And now Canelo's on top of the world. Ever since he split up with the De La Hoya, he's been the number one face of boxing. So I feel like
Yeah,
Ryan just needs to get away from De La Hoya, do his own thing, and really start taking this more seriously because he has all the talent in the world. And I just think first, number one is your health, both physically and mentally, and then fighting. Because right now, I don't think he has either of those figured out.
yeah. And I will say that after the tank fight, there was like a little bit of issues with De La Hoya and Garcia, where Garcia was like threatening to leave, and he's like, "You still have two or whatever fights on your contract, so you're still mine." And now they're like better now. I don't, it's so weird. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Oscar does not always. I feel like Oscar likes to go back on his word once people leave his promotion. Like when they're with him, he's best friends with them, and he has nothing but the best words to say to them. But once they want to leave, then it's all okay. You're overrated. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
which is
I feel like that's just unprofessional and doesn't make other fighters want to work with you.
yeah. So I guess final thoughts here for me. If it's a troll, bad troll. If it's not a
Yep.
troll, Ryan gets some help. Do
Yeah.
I think the fight's gonna happen? No. And in that case, call it off now and put Shakur in there. So at
Yeah.
least he has time to
Put
train
Shakur
and
in
get
there,
ready.
100%. Shakur would be a 10 times better fight anyway.
Yeah, and he
I
needs
agree.
time. We're a little bit over a month away. So tell him now so we can
Yeah.
train. We can start getting some fight hype for this. And we know as fans, as people who went and bought tickets, like we need to know this. So
Yeah.
yeah, just change up the fight because I don't think this is happening.
I agree 100%.
And if it does happen, I don't think it's going to be good for Ryan Garcia.
Agreed.
So I guess we'll see. We have a month. We have a
It's
month's
gonna be a
time to
good one.
see. I
Hopefully.
mean, in this case, we might have a week. We might have a day. Who knows? With Ryan
Yeah, I know,
Garcia, who
bro.
knows? Um, with
Yeah,
how he
hopefully
literally posts on social media so much, it's hard to keep up.
yeah,
So
hopefully
we
this is
might
the last video we make about it and the fight is just okay. But
the
I don't
fight
think
might
that'll
be
happen.
by the time you are seeing this video, from the time we recorded it, something might have happened.
Yeah.
That's how crazy this
That's how
situation
crazy it
is.
is. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, I mean, the best case scenario here is he's okay and everything goes as planned. So we'll see. But that's it for us here today. Hopefully Ryan Garcia is all right. Hopefully we can see some fight.
We're hoping for the best for you, man.
On February 20th, or sorry, April 20th. Hopefully either him or Shakur steps in, something. Hopefully there's a fight. We'll see. But as for now,
Ryan Garcia,
we just
get well
have to
soon.
wait.
Get well soon.
Definitely get well soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Click the link in our bio for gaming channel and podcast if you want to see that. And I guess we'll see you next time. Peace.